Okay, today we're going to take a look at the St. Louis Rams Fantasy Football 2013. Rams tried to upgrade their offense in the offseason. They did sign left tackle Jake Long from the Dolphins to help protect Sam Bradford, and also drafted Tavon Austin, who was expected to be one of the dynamic rookies in the NFL this year out of West Virginia. He'll kind of do it all for the Rams. He's going to be a receiver, a runner, and a return man. In a way that Percy Harvin was for the Vikings before he went over to the Seahawks. As far as a fantasy standpoint, Sam Bradford as the quarterback, he has the best weapons that he's ever had, and a team that does throw the ball a lot. Bradford is at the low end of the draftable quarterbacks. I wouldn't necessarily put him over any of a number of other quarterbacks that are available to you in the fantasy draft. At running back, it's a real crapshoot for the Rams. You've got Daryl Richardson, who was very solid in the limited action he had, and Isaiah Pead, who a lot of people think is going to be great for the Rams this year. Not really sure why. He certainly could be by the end of the year, but it looks like at least in the beginning of the year, he's going to split time with Richardson in a running back by committee position, and really make it difficult for you to want to draft either of those guys early. They certainly will be available pretty late in the draft, around 7, 8 for a running back. That's quite late. Tight end, they did add Jared Cook, who last year played for the Tennessee Titans. Cook is a very solid player and will give Bradford someone that can catch the ball in the middle of the field, something he really hasn't had. And again, at wide receiver, they do have Tavon Austin, the big rookie of the class, but they also drafted Stedman Bailey as well. He'll see some time. On the other side, they don't really have a great number of talent at the receiver position. Brian Quick will, I believe, be the starter. He's solid but not spectacular. But again, in combination, they're all pretty solid for Sam Bradford as a receiving core. Austin is the big name there, though. He should go somewhere in rounds 6 or 7. Don't really like taking rookies that early in the draft, just especially wide receivers, because they just don't tend to play out that well. But especially in a league like Yahoo, where you actually get points for return kicks or punts for touchdowns that credit both the receiver and the defense. If you end up with a Rams defense and Tavon Austin, you get double points anytime he returns a kick for a touchdown. Kicker's Greg Zuerlein. He hit a lot of 50-plus yard field goals last year. Struggled a little bit down the season, down the stretch, but he's got a big leg and is certainly one of the top kickers in the league because of the fact, again, the Rams are going to get stopped a lot. Defense for the Rams is decent but not spectacular. They play a lot of good quarterbacks and a lot of good offenses, so I really wouldn't look at the defense for the Rams. So the Rams, as it boils down, Bradford is a maybe quarterback, certainly someone you can get very late in the draft. Richardson and Pead at running backs. They'll go somewhere in around 7, 8, 9, 10 in that area in a running back by committee. I would look for Richardson to go later, but probably be the more valuable of the two. Tavon Austin will go as the first Ram off the board in the draft. He'll probably go in rounds 5 or 6. And then the other receivers probably won't really be drafted. Jared Cook at tight end, a solid guy. In a dwindling tight end field, he certainly is someone worth considering. Greg Zuerlein is a terrific kicker, a lot of long field goals that he'll at least attempt, and the Rams defense, not really a solid defense to look at as far as the defense goes, but with Austin returning kicks, might be a little bit more valuable as a special teams unit, but again, bottom of the middle of the pack for the defenses.